The National Women's March returned to the Wenatchee Valley on Saturday for the second time in the last 3 years. The event was initially organized by local activist groups across the United States in early 2017 as a responsive protest to the election of Donald Trump as president, and carried that same theme into this year's proceedings.
It's the second year, and we want people to remember why it is they marched the first time, because while it was a great start to a movement to move us to a place where we want to be as a country, there's still so much more to do. And with the state that the world is in right now, with the president that's in the United States, we need to organize ourselves to create the world we want to live in, because it's difficult when we don't have leaders who are doing that for us.
Hundreds of participants, which included people of all genders, ages, races, and religions, and even some four-legged friends as well, gathered around the steps of the Chelan County Courthouse to heighten public awareness for a variety of topics such as reproductive rights, environmental justice, and homelessness.
Well, it's going to get our voices heard. They got to hear us somehow, and if this is what it takes, then this is what it takes.
Well, I think it's very important that everybody become involved in some way, especially in a voting way. You know, that's very important. Everybody has an opinion, and you need to express it. And if you don't, then you suffer the consequences.
Well, it's important to me because I know a lot of women in the past that have struggled with reproductive health, and I think it's important that we're able to keep our rights for reproductive health, and right now we're kind of struggling with that because they're being threatened to be taken away from us, and I think it's important to come together in unity and fight against that.
The event also featured a number of speakers from various local and regional community organizations, in addition to representatives from Immigration Services and Planned Parenthood, as well as high school and college students, and even Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson.
We've now filed 33 lawsuits against the Trump administration, and you know, one great thing about litigation, it's kind of like sports. There's an outcome. You either win or you lose. It's easy to file a lawsuit. It's a lot harder to win. We have 18 results in 18 courts all across the country on those 33 cases so far. They're all ongoing, but 18 we've had decisions. Now, it's not like I'm keeping score or anything, but I thought you should know that the record so far is State of Washington 18, Trump administration 0. But when you're in a courtroom, a federal judge does not care who has the loudest voice in a federal courthouse. A federal judge does not care what you tweet. All a federal judge cares about is the law and the facts of your case, and that is it. It's the great leveler. You are accountable to the rule of law, I am accountable to the rule of law, and the Trump administration is accountable to the rule of law.
Yeah, it's important to hear directly from people, right? To get out there, to march them, to hear with them, to speak with them, and find out what's going on. And these issues are important, and a chance for me to share the work of our office on issues that the people here all care about, right? We're a big, diverse state, right? What people think in Seattle versus Spokane versus here in Wenatchee can be very different, right? And so it's important for me. I was at a Rotary Club meeting in Leavenworth. I have a goal to speak to every single Rotary Club in the state. I've been to 139, there's about 180, right? That forced me to get all around the state in every community, large, small, red counties, blue counties, everything in between. And that's a big part of my job, is because I represent everybody. And it's important to make sure I'm hearing from everybody.
After the verbal presentations had wrapped up, the event was given a blessing by several spiritual leaders of different faiths before its attendees formed a procession and marched along multiple blocks of the downtown area. Reporting for iFiber One News, I'm Chris Hansen.